Hello and welcome back to Women's Football Talk, the YouTube channel that brings you all the latest news and stories from around the world of women's football. Now before we get into today's video, make sure you smash that subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell so you never miss a video of ours, and that you're following us on Twitter and on Instagram for all the latest news and stories as and when it happens. So welcome back to our transfer roundup, where we will look back on the transfers that have happened over the past week as of Saturday afternoon. So it's been a busy week for Manchester United side. They have confirmed 3 signings over the past week, 3 contract extensions, and have let a player leave the club on loan. So let's dive into those signings. Now last week at the end of the episode we spoke on Jade Riviere and Astel Cascarino being closed. Manchester United have now confirmed them. Cascarino joins the club on loan from PSG for the remainder of the season, whilst Jade Riviere joins them on a 2.5-year deal. Riviera being one of the most exciting young talents coming out of Canada at the minute, and is obviously a fully fledged international, and really exciting to see what she can do in this team. Cascarino, obviously the name will ring a bell to those familiar with women's football, because obviously I've older sister Delphine Cascarino at Lyon. She comes from PSG though, Astel Cascarino, very young player, and again one of these I'm really excited to see how she can fit into this side for Mark Skinner. The other signing they confirmed earlier on this week was Lisa Nalsund from SK Brann. She joins until 2026, becoming the 3rd Norwegian at the club after Maria Thorstadottir and Vilde Borisa. So I think Mark Skinner's side have made some really good signings this transfer window, as they look to push on to be a Champions League placed team by the end of the season, and potentially league champions. With the way things are going, absolutely brilliant. Other stuff that Manchester United have done, they've signed defender Millie Turner to a new deal until 2025. Again, Millie Turner has been part of Manchester United since they were reformed back in 2018, along with Ella Toon, Katie Zellum and a few others. So absolutely really good to see that Turner has cemented her place at the club by signing a new deal, and I think a lot of Man United fans will be happy about that. Obviously she had to miss a bit of time last season due to I think it was the blood clot in her neck. I can't remember the full details on that, but it's good to see her back playing at the best that she has been this season. They also announced that youngsters Safia Middleton Patel and Jess Simpson have signed their first professional contracts. They've been in and around the first team this season, and it's really good to see both of them young players coming through at Manchester United and signing their first pro deals. And they also announced on Saturday today being that Jade Moore has left the club on loan for the rest of the season, joining fellow WSL side Reading, where she had previously played. So I think it's a really fantastic deal there for Jade Moore to get some more playing time, which I think she was really limited by since joining Manchester United. Elsewhere, going over to the opposite side of Manchester now, and Manchester City have allowed youngster Ruby Mace to leave the club on loan for the rest of the season and join Leicester City. Mace obviously joined from Arsenal a couple of years back now, but she's struggled with injuries and game time, so I think a move to Leicester is absolutely perfect for her, and she can help them with survival in the WSL. Leicester themselves have been busy in terms of other signings. They've brought in Courtney Nevin on loan from Hammarby for the rest of the season, so that now takes it up to 5 signings this past transfer window, and I think it is really key for Willie Kirkside to try and help them stay in the WSL for the rest of this season. Elsewhere in the WSL, Rhea Percival has signed a new deal at Tottenham Hotspur to remain at the club until 2025. So again, good bit of business there by Tottenham Hotspur. Barcelona have announced that Fridolina Rolfo and Irene Paredes have signed new contracts. Paredes runs until 2025, whilst Rolfo's runs until 2026. So good bit of business there by Jonathan Herrada's side, as they look to tie down a lot of their players that were coming out of contract over the next few months. So I think it's really good by them. Wolfsburg have confirmed their first signing for this summer. They have signed Chantal Hegel from Hoffenheim. She will join them on the 1st of July, and she signed a deal until 2026. So they are some of the deals that have happened over the past week. A reminder, if we haven't announced the deal here, then head over to wftalk.com, where we have a dedicated page for the transfers, and like I said, all the deals that we are announcing will be on Twitter and on Instagram as well, so make sure you're following our pages over there. And obviously next week is the deadline for transfers to be made, so afterwards we'll have a roundup and look at some of the deals that happen on deadline day and over the next couple of days, and then we'll also have a look back at some of the top signings from this January window. But until then, make sure you like and subscribe so you never miss a video of ours, and that you're following us on Twitter and Instagram for all the latest news and stories as and when it happens. And until next time, we'll see you soon.